in that moment, you've been mad at him your whole life, and he's always been a terrible person. Because the past doesn't exist. You clean slate him, and you do this with every single person that you get mad at. Doesn't that blow your mind? Like, in the moment, let's say I'm hanging out with, I don't know, Vincent, and then Vincent spits in my face, and then I get mad at him.
Yeah. I
erase the entire, like, everything I know about him, and I clean slate him, and he's been a bad person my entire life in that moment. Because the past doesn't exist.
So you resented him your whole life?
In that moment, he's just a bad person. Does that not blow your mind? This happens to every single person. And the future, like, they're just a bad person. If you get angry at someone, but you can regulate this, like, you can fix this, but it takes a lot of, like, meditation and understanding and self-analyzation, forgiving your mother. But that actually blew my mind. Like, if you get mad at someone, you've been mad at them, they're a bad person to you. Your whole life, you recreate them in the moment. In the moment, you have recreated that person into what you think they are in that moment.
Yeah.
And their whole past doesn't matter. Like, they've always been a bad person in that moment.
Oh.
And you're clean slating them completely. And in that moment, they're just they're Hitler to you. Doesn't that blow? Like, it could be your best friend, like, and you'll just clean slate them if they get you mad enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I didn't realize.
No, you're right. Alright, how to escape hell, how to get out of Lucifer's home, how to get out of that pit, that cesspit that you're in. What's a cesspit? Like, what pit are they in?
A cesspit? I'm pretty sure it's just a pit of shit, right?
Just...
Or am I wrong?
How to climb out of your hell. Now, I can give you guys practical, logical advice. You know, hit the gym. I can tell you, find a job. I can tell you to do this, do that. But what you actually have to do, you guys, you have to find what you are. You have to find who you are. You have to know who you are when you wake up each and every morning. This is why you're in this pit of hell. This is why you don't know what to do. This is why you're confused when you wake up each morning. You're in hell because you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are when you wake up. LeBron James, when he wakes up, he knows today, I'm the basketball player. Forever, I'll be the basketball player. I know who I am when I wake up. I'm LeBron James. I'm going to shoot hoops. I'm shooting threes. I got a game tomorrow night. I got this, that. He's not in hell. He's in heaven. Playing his dream sport, doing whatever he wants to do, shooting threes. This is what he's been doing since he's a child. Escape your hell. You have to find who you are, what you are, G. But you can't find who you are if you're doing multiple things every day. Like, you're not really finding that true label of yourself, right? Like, you're unemployed one day, the next day you're a weed smoker, the next day you think you're a soccer player, the next day you're a construction worker, the next day you're a drop shipper. You don't know who you are. You're confused. Now you're in hell. You're just rambling. You got anxiety. You're anxious. You're nervous. You're depressed. You don't know who you are because you haven't found your identity. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you are when you wake up. Gee, find what you are. Find who you are. Wake up and be like, I'm always this guy. If you're the entrepreneur, I'm the entrepreneur. I got things to do. That's entrepreneur-like things. If you're the basketball player, I'm the basketball player. I'm going to dress like the basketball player. I'm going to talk like the basketball player. I'm going to walk like a basketball player with that little limp. You know how the basketball players walk? I'm going to do that. But find your identity. Find who you are so you won't be in this hell, this cesspit, this confusion, this depression, this, like you wake up with sweats when it's 50 degrees out. Like, dude, find what you are, find who you are, find what you like, find what you're attracted to, and find what you see yourself doing for the rest of your life, G. The reason you're in your pit of hell is because you haven't identified yourself with what you truly are.
Yeah, identity is a huge thing in getting out of like a rut or a depressive state, or when you're just not feeling like who you are. Identifying who you are on a daily basis is huge. And also, you guys need to start looking at your habits. Now, everyone obviously knows like what a bad habit is. Like if you're smoking weed or you're addicted to nicotine, or I don't know, you jerk off a lot or you watch porn or something like this, and you have just a list of bad habits that you always run back to, whether it's after school, after work, whatever it may be, right? You guys need to understand something. You can't just quit bad habits. That's not proactive. That's not realistic. You can't just quit. It's not, you don't go from a porn addict to not a porn addict just because you feel like it. You guys can't be at ground zero and then just cut out all the things that are bad. You really do need to start adding. You need to start adding other habits to the already bad habits. So okay, you're addicted to porn. You have to beat off every once in a while. Okay, it's after school, you're in bed, you're idle, you're about to get on your Xbox, but before you do, you really gotta jerk off, right? So how about instead of jerking off, you view this time that you have as, okay, well, let me try 5 minutes of meditation, or let me try 5 minutes of prayer, or let me try 5 minutes of this or 5 minutes of that. And even if you do jerk off after that, well, now you're at least adding on to it. Now you can start getting a feeling of like what adding on to bad habits looks like. Because if you just quit everything, you're gonna end up idle. Like imagine this. If you come home from school, right, you're a little fucking 16, 17-year-old guy, addicted to porn, you come home from school, then you go home and might take a shower. That's about it. Then you hop on video games, you play for hours and hours and hours with all your little Xbox friends, and then after that, you do your routine beat-off session where you go on Pornhub and you look up like a Riley Reid compilation, and you just start beating your meat ferociously like a little freak, okay? If those are your days every single day, if you just dropped all of it, which, okay, sure is ideal, but if you just dropped all of that, now your days are just idle. Now you just come home from school and you're just in your own hell still. It's still just hell. Now you're just like, oh man, what the fuck am I gonna do, man? Like fuck, I'm trying to quit this, I'm trying to quit that, but I'm just so stressed out and I can't. And then you're just gonna end up running back to the instant gratification anyways. You have to start implementing little things during your day. It doesn't matter. Okay, I tell this to everybody who starts at zero. Bro, don't even think about jerking off right now, because the second you start thinking about jerking off and I need to quit, you're gonna do it anyways because of how addicted you are. And that mentality of you need to quit while you're in the midst of it is going to ruin you. You put so much psychic stress on yourself, bro. You're gonna start going crazy if you feel like that, and it's just added stress. It's way more added stress. Like I remember when I really started to try and quit video games. I used to be a video gaming nerd, bro. When I started to try and quit video games, instead of just adding something like maybe an extra hour in the gym, or maybe going out and doing this, or like maybe spending time with this person, or writing down notes, or studying, or doing my homework. Bro, when I just tried to quit cold turkey and just sit there in my room or like go outside and like try to do something, it was so stressful doing that because I always ran back to the video games anyways. Like you can't just will it forever, especially if you don't have God. You can't just go by your own will of what you want to cut out in your life. So start adding little positive things, fixing your diet, little things like that. Once you start adding things like that, then the obsessiveness starts to come, and that's usually like the gym. Like, bro, you won't jerk off if you're addicted to the gym. Like, all right, maybe you will if you're that much of a loser, but like most guys, once they get into that gym, they start taking the pre-workout, they get into the whole like TikTok editing thing, bro. That becomes your whole personality. Now you're just worried about how you're gonna optimize your entire life, and then you read online that like, oh, if you jerk off too much, it decreases gains, and then you have a heart attack, and you're like, oh shit, I'm never jerking off again. That's how you do it. So add better habits, G. Your hometown friends, your high school friends will guarantee you a spot in hell. You are guaranteed that spot in damnation, eternal damnation. If you keep hanging out with your high school friends, you keep hanging out with your hometown buddies, you're screwed. Those friends are the worst friends you could possibly have. They are worse than your enemies. So your enemies, they tell you the truth. They trash talk you. They make you feel like shit. They force you to better yourself. Your enemies force you to better yourself. I'd rather you hang out with your enemies than your high school friends. They force you to better yourself. But your high school friends, whenever shit goes on, or say you try to do better for yourself, you want life to be better, they judge you. They bring you down. They say, oh, this guy's changed.
John's changed. He wants to do better for himself. He doesn't want to smoke weed with us anymore. What? Oh, he's changed. He doesn't want to watch basketball on a Tuesday after a shift. Something's wrong with John. He's changed. Your high school friends do not want to go to the next level. They do not want to evolve with you. They see you. They go, whoa, this guy's weird. He's not doing the same old things that we used to do it anymore. He doesn't want to stay at this town forever. What's wrong with this guy? He's weird. I've never seen this black sheep. What the fuck? If you stay with those friends, those high school friends, those hometown friends, they will guarantee you hell. They don't want to reach the stars with you. They don't want to get out of that same old routine, porn, and then okay, we'll watch football on a Sunday, and then we'll drink with the buddies on a Thursday, and then we do degenerate shit here on a Friday. They don't want better for you. You're in this cesspit because of your friends. Listen to the cliche. The cliche goes over all of our heads. The 5 friends you hang out with is who you will be. Grab a new community. Grab a new group of friends who will help you out of this cesspit of hell. Grab a new group of friends who want to do better for themselves. Okay, Jack. Wait, John. Steve, you stopped jerking off, Steve? Oh, really? Oh, shit. And then Mike, you finally started that business? What the fuck? Yo, and Greg, what the fuck? You're moving out already? What? Yo, teach me the ways, guys. Everyone's better than themselves. I've never been used to this. I'm used to my old town friends. They tell me to smoke on a Friday after I've been through hell during the week, during my shift. Get new friends, G. Get a new group of community. They'll help you through the hell. You can hit the gym, you can try to do it yourself, you can try to do everything yourself, but when you got that group of friends, that group who you can lean on, who you can depend on a little bit to help you to the next level, to motivate you on your down days, you'll get out of hell, G. Start to see the light. Alright, G, so surround yourself with good people, surround yourself with good friends, like-minded people who want to go to the next level, and don't surround yourself with your hometown friends, high school friends. They don't want the best for you. They want you to live in hell with them. Stay away, G.
Now I'm going to share with you guys a little tactic, okay? Now, this takes some practicing to get used to and all this stuff, and you also have to constantly remind yourself of like what you're doing. Now, this is where the stress comes in. Now, you can either let the stress defeat you and like, oh fuck, I'm playing video games, I'm not supposed to, as you're playing the video games, and that's going to stress you out. Or you can be like, okay, what did Ollie tell me? Ollie told me to just be wary of it and be self-aware of like what I'm doing and analyze the situation. This is the tip I'm going to give you. This is what seriously got me out of a lot of my shit. You have to analyze what I'm saying. You have to start looking at free time differently, right? It's a different kind of mental construct that you're gonna build for yourself. But the second that you start looking at free time a lot differently than others, that's when a lot of your like mentality changes as a man, right? So, okay, now you have this idle time. All right, it's 5 minutes, it's out of work. These 5 minutes are going to dictate the rest of your like hour, right? And that hour can dictate 3 hours. And if you have to like kind of get on it, you have to jump on the 5 minutes of idle time that you have after work in order to have a decent day, right? So if you, instead of after work laying down or something and letting the stress get to you, if you take that 5 minutes to like call your mom or call your dad and then have a genuine conversation with them, bro, a lot of people don't understand this. Having a genuine conversation with your mom or your father after work, 5 minutes after work or something, or just in the midst of like you super stressed out, bro, that can flip your entire paradigm. Like, legitimately, that can make your energy levels skyrocket. Even if you don't have a great relationship with your parents, it can just boost your energy for no reason. I can't explain the ins and outs of it right now, but I'm telling you, if you call up your parents 5 minutes after work, hey mom, how you doing? Oh yeah, it's good to see you, or good to hear you. Yeah, you're still at work? Okay, I hate to bother you, I just want to tell you that I love you. Bro, something changes in your heart. Something changes in your brain. Now, it doesn't have to be calling your parents. You can also just do other things. Okay, I have 5 minutes. I gotta be at the gym at this time. So what am I gonna do in this 30 minutes or whatever? Okay, let me go take a walk. You have to start looking at time so much more differently. You have to start analyzing it though. So when you're on your PC or something and you're doing fuck all with yourself and your time and you're self-aware of it and you're stressing yourself out, it's like, why am I doing this right now? I shouldn't be doing this. I should be taking notes. Okay, go take the notes. I know it sounds ridiculous, but bro, I've talked about this before. Your unconscious mind always leads you back to those bullshit habits. It always leads you back. There's been days I've even had myself, I'll admit it. There's been days where I'll literally be having a decent day, and then somehow I just end up in bed, lying down, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did I even end up here? I literally just got back from work, got back from the gym. I had this plan and this plan. Right now I'm sitting in bed. It's like been 10 minutes. I feel so lethargic. It sets up my whole mood for the rest of the night. Pisses me off. The thing that's different about me than you is that I'm so self-aware of the whole thing happening where, okay, I can just go run back to taking notes, or I can go run outside and go, yeah, take a little bit of a jog, or I can call my mom, I can text my dad, I can say, hey, how are you doing? How are you doing this? But once you start looking at time differently and you build that mental construct of like, oh shit, I can actually change what I do in this time, bro, your energy levels, I promise you, on everything that I love, they start skyrocketing to the moon, and you feel like it's like a euphoric feeling, especially in the beginning of your whole like little self-improvement journey. It's insane. So start looking at time differently than others and change your mental construct of what it is. Because if you look at it like, oh, I have free time, then yeah, you're gonna be a loser for the rest of your time. But if you look at it like, oh shit, I have time to work, I'm able to do this right now, you know, it just changes. And then you kind of, you know, we'll get into it later, but change your mental construct, G.
Speaking of time, G, if you do not at least attempt to escape your hell, you're 25 right now. By tomorrow, I guarantee you, time will fly like this, and you'll be fucking 40, G. You'll be 40. You need to escape your hell now. To slow that time down, G, you need to be conscious. So before you were unconscious, you were 25 and tomorrow you're 40. Now you're conscious and now time is going slow. Now you kind of can understand life. Now you can kind of work on yourself. Now you can kind of go through life and see life and finally see the lights, finally see the vision, and it's not cloudy anymore. You need to be conscious. And now with that consciousness, now you've unlocked discipline. So let me give you an example. When you're conscious, you'll be like, whoa. I just woke up and I'm scrolling through TikTok. It's been an hour. But at least you're conscious of it. What the? This is the biggest waste of fucking time of my life. When you're conscious of what you're doing, then you unlock that discipline. Then you go, whoa, that's a waste of my fucking time. That's horse shit. That's fucking Satan's gift. I don't know what that is. I'm never touching my phone again. I'm never waking up to TikTok ever again. Once you find that consciousness, time will slow down and you'll be able to succeed in life. You'll be able to become an individual. You'll be able to escape your hell.
You have to understand that when you're scrolling through that and you become conscious of it, it is going to stress you the fuck out in the beginning. It's going to make your stress levels skyrocket. It's going to piss you off so much once you become conscious of it. Because listen, you have to understand, most of these millennials, most of our generation of kids and these like girls who are into the crystals and everything, like, bro, they can be on TikTok for legitimately 3.5 hours, not have a single headache. I don't know how they fucking do it. Literally just brain rot. They're like, aha, that was a funny one. Let me send that one to Jack. Like, bro, how does it not bother you? I can feel the radiation coming off my phone poisoning my fucking brain as I just see more nakedness, more memes, more fucking bullshit that doesn't matter. It's going to stress you the fuck out in the beginning. Yeah, like, you can change it in 2 seconds by just throwing your phone away, but like, realistically, like, are you? Most guys don't. Most guys, even when they're conscious of it, it still bothers them. It's still, so this is why you have to start adding. You have to start adding those habits. Like, bro, if you just have a day where you realize, okay, well, I can either pray or I can do this or I can do that. Like, once you start realizing that you can just start adding and shit in, it doesn't matter to you as much when you're on your phone. Like, my most healthy days when I am on my phone doesn't bother me at all. Like, yeah. I can be on my phone for like 30 minutes straight, right, on my phone. But if I just like was outside the whole day and I was at the gym and I was talking to everyone, I was barely on my phone, and I was like doing a bunch of stuff and I just was too busy to even worry about my phone addiction, bro, that consciousness of being on your phone kind of lingers away anyways. It'll naturally go away once you start adding better habits into your life and start adding other things. But yeah, in the beginning, bro, when you're just stuck in your room and it's like dark and you feel all sweaty and gross and you're just on your phone, you're conscious that you shouldn't be on your phone, it's gonna stress you out. And most guys, the reason why, even when they're in the room and they're sweaty and they're on the phone, the reason why they don't get off it is because, bro, what are you gonna do when you get off your phone in the middle of like a sweaty room? Now you're just in the middle of a sweaty room. It sucks. And on top of that, like, because of the headache that it adds, it's like okay, yeah, I can get off my phone. Now I'm in the middle of a sweaty room, but it also just gave me a headache. So now I'm in a room. It's sweaty. I have a headache. I could go take a shower, but I already took one. So now this is just a cycle of depression. I've been in it, G. It's horrible. It's rough.
Understand this? Every single fucking day will be a battle, G. No one is perfect. Every day you're gonna have to go through this for the rest of your life. You see us, a lot of people give us compliments. You guys do this, you guys do that. Like, you guys seem so healthy, you do that. Every day's a fucking battle. Now, you just clicked on this video for fucking hope. Guess what? It's gonna be hell for you. It's gonna be a battle. It won't be a cesspit like you were before, but it's gonna be a war. It's gonna be way better than that hell you were at. But every day's gonna be a war. Every day you're gonna have those temptations. Should I sit on TikTok for an hour, or should I consciously go, you know what? I'm gonna read a book for an hour, take notes, and learn and make myself a better person today. Every single day will be a battle, G. So I'm proud of you for clicking this video. Now you want to work on yourself. That's good. You've gained consciousness. You want to gain that individuality. That's good. That's great. Now understand, every single day will be a war. Now you can go back to that hell, because I don't give a fuck. If you want to go leave the chicks for us, that's fine. Go back to your hell. Or you can just go through this war. But there's a prize at the end of the tunnel. You'll be rewarded at the end.
That's true. Bro, and last thing I want to say, yo, I know this is going to sound so mean, but I hope you suffer. Like, I really do. I hope you have the worst experience of your fucking life. I really do. Because it reads out the weak. More G's for us, right? I hope you suffer. I hope the second that you start getting more conscious of everything, and I hope the second that you start to say, you know, I really want to improve my life. Bro, life tests you. Life fucking tests you. Sorry, G. And I hope it's the worst test of your fucking life. I really do. You need to get through it. Yeah, there's a mountain that you have to climb and you have to get over it eventually. But bro, I pray, not on your downfall, but I just pray that every day, every waking second of your life in the beginning is just this wretched shithole of a time, and you're just like, why did I take this time? Why did I take the red pill? Why did I take the self-improvement pill? Why did I take the God pill? Why did I do this? I'm so stressed out. Ollie, what the fuck do I do? Just keep doing it. Stay stoic, because life is a big test. And those who fail, look, there's two guys in this equation, okay? There's the guys who are conscious of everything that they do, and they start taking the right route, and they do everything, and eventually they get over the hump of life, and things get better for them, right? There's self-improvement. They start making their money, they start making their gains in life, and it's awesome for them. But then there's the losers who say, you know what, this is just too hard for me. I'm going back to my old ways. I gotta play some video games. I'm working. I need some free time. I'm going insane. It's not my fault. It's their fault. And they start blaming everyone around them, and they're selfish, and they're in their flesh, and they have to jerk off. And they've been with this girlfriend who's kind of overweight, and they've been with her for 5 years, and they're still jerking off. Like, you have a chick who loves you, and you're still jerking off. That's why I hope you suffer, because I don't want that for you. But time tests everybody, all right?
Throughout this, do not ever seek, do not ever try to find happiness. In life, you can't find happiness, you can't grab it, you can't. All you can do is reduce the suffering. So thank God you clicked this video. Now you're on your way to reducing the suffering. Wake up, be conscious, do your push-ups, work out, go to work, do what you have to do, be disciplined. And you'll be sprinkled with some happiness, but do not ever look for it, because you'll never find it. Reduce the suffering, keep doing what you're doing.
Amen.
You'll be all set.
Alright, I'm gonna draw some shit out for you guys real quick. This is gonna be quick. Alright, you see this little Jeets thing? Alright, I'm gonna draw it out for you. Here, I'll go in.
Jeets.
Alright, guys, so look. This is the last thing I'm gonna leave you with, okay? I'm gonna draw out a little diagram for you, okay? This is you, alright? You're doing your bad habits, okay? Each of these little tacks right here, these little lines, this is you doing your bad habits, and you're all like, shit, dude, I keep doing my bad habits. Fuck. And you keep you're like stressing out about it. In the middle of video games, you're stressing out about playing video games. Drop it. Just enjoy your video games because you're going to play them anyways. Drop the whole idea, the conviction of playing video games for a second because it's not going to get you anywhere. The second that you can drop the conviction of playing your video games, then you can become clear-minded and then you can end the night with, you know what, I played video games tonight, but let me look back a little bit. I can fix this, right? Because this is what you need to understand. While you're in the midst of playing these video games, these are your sessions of video games or jerking off or like doing whatever you do, right? Whatever you degenerate faggots do. Every time that you do this, you have to understand that each time that you stress about this little session here, while you're in the middle of doing these sessions, right? We're on this session right here, right? You're stressing out about this, and you're stressing out about, bro, I've been fucking up all week. I've been fucking up all week. What the fuck, dude? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna fix my life? This is how you're gonna fix your life, ready? None of this even happened. None of that even happened. You playing video games all week did not happen. The past doesn't fucking exist. This literally, all of this whole clusterfuck back here that you're so stressed out about because you're in the middle of playing video games and you keep giving yourself these little, it's like a mental clarity thing people like to do for themselves to make them feel like they're not as much of a bad person as they are. Like while you're in the middle of like cheating on your girlfriend, you're like, oh man, what am I doing? Oh, I shouldn't be doing this. And then, you know, you stick your dick in and then you got your pee-pee hard. And then after it's like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna become a better person. No, you're a piece of shit in that moment. In this moment, you're a piece of shit. Accept it. Anything that you've done in the past, the texting that you did for the cheating, the jerking off sessions, the Riley Reid compilate, it didn't happen. It did not happen. And now once you understand that all of this stuff, the past did not happen, you know what this gives you in the middle of jerking off? Mental clarity. Why is mental clarity important in the middle of jerking off? Because once you get the mental clarity and you're like, you know what? Let me just I'm in my sin right now. I'm just gonna go all in. Because if I'm gonna be lukewarm in my sin, then I'm gonna be lukewarm in everything else. So just be the devil for a second. I know it sounds terrible, but just be the devil for a second. Just be it. So that way, you come in, right? This is the shit. When you come into the positive, you're learning how to put all the mental clarity you learned here to here. So now, as you start fixing all your habits and everything, you're doing it with a peace of mind. And eventually, yeah, you get true peace. Did I explain that correctly?
Yeah. All right, guys. Make sure like the video, like the damn video, subscribe, comment for everything. Follow us on Instagram at We The Jeets. Join our Discord. Bro, join our fucking Discord. I'm actually pissed off at all of you guys. Join our Discord. Follow us on Instagram. Like the video. Subscribe. Everything for algorithm. We're giving you so much knowledge, G. And then in the future, it's going to be way better. If you stick with us right now, I promise you in the future, it's going to be so much better. Give us a few months. We got things working right now. Working things out right now. Everything will be way better. More videos, more quality, more everything. Bro, please, not please, like the fucking video. I'm not gonna fucking like the video, subscribe, comment, everything, Discord, Instagram, everything, you name it, Jeets up top. We're going to the moon. Christ is king. I'll see you later.
In the dark of night. This mortal really is something else.